Album covers. There have been so many great album covers throughout the years. For instance, the Mothers of Invention, Weasels Ripped My Flesh. I seriously love this album cover. And the album cover that started all album covers, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. But then, throughout the years, there have been some really bad album covers, and I wanted to choose album covers by well-known artists because there's a lot of lesser-known artists with really stinky album covers. You just have to do a search on Google, worst album covers, and you'll see a lot of bands and artists that you've probably never heard of with really bad album covers. But these artists I'm picking you've heard of, or you should have heard of. Here we go. Now these are in no particular order except for maybe the number one. Here we go. I just said here we go. So here we go. Queen, The Miracle. It looks like somebody learned how to use Photoshop, but not too well. I think I could have done that and done a better job. Number 9. I don't think an album like this would be in Walmart these days, but this came out in the 70s, and it's actually, in a way, it's a kind of a cool comic book kind of album cover, but at the same time it's kind of gross and disturbing. And this band isn't quite as well known as the other artists, but they sold a few albums. And the album is Blood Rock, USA. Now this might shock some people, but I have chosen a Beatles album cover, one that I've never really liked that much, and it is Magical Mystery Tour. I just find it very gaudy. It hurts my eyes to look at it. I end up going cross-eyed. Now, this band made one of the coolest album covers of them all. Brain Salad Surgery. Even the title is so cool. But a few years later, the same band, the same 3 musicians, came up with this horrible album. Love Beach. Yes, Love Beach. Actually, maybe the album isn't horrible, but it certainly is a horrible cover. I'm not sure if I'm right or not. Somebody maybe can let me know in the comment section below. But I believe this was some kind of album cover contest for this artist, and this person won. And so it is Bruce Springsteen, Working on a Dream. And now this band is huge, and I don't know who would agree to have this as an album cover for a great album of, a double or a triple compilation album of their hits. But the Rolling Stones did. They released Grrr. Stupid. Another kind of disgusting, horrible, gaudy album cover for you to appreciate. Black Sabbath, Born Again. Another album cover that has really irked me over the years, and it's not very often I use the word irked, but this one irked me. It is Aerosmith's Push to Play. What the is going on here? Doesn't make any sense. It's some kind of robot, and it's stupid. Another one of my very favorite bands releasing a really, really bland, boring album cover. U2, No Line on the Horizon. You know, just looking at this album cover, it makes you, oh, I want to buy that, right? It's just so exciting. Look at that album cover. And number one for me, the one that makes me scratch my head the most and think to myself, what were they thinking? It has to be Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Live It Up. I guess they were into hot dogs at the time, I don't know. But can you imagine like the Crosby, Stills, and Nash looking at the album? Yeah, that's it. That's cool. Yeah, that's the album cover right there. Anyway, thank you for watching. Maybe you can list below some album covers you find terrible to look at. Goodbye. And remember to live it up.